Minister, you're very welcome to the House today, and I very much welcome this private member's motion and commend Senator Sarah Carney and Fianna Fáil colleagues for bringing it forward. It's so important that we recognise our carers in our communities, and I know so many people who cared for loved ones, and it can be so rewarding, but it can be so incredibly difficult and so isolating for so many. And family carers are the backbone of care provision in Ireland, and they deserve the support and the recognition that we're giving them here today. But as we all agree, they need more than recognition, they need more than platitudes. Family, they're often the sole support for their loved ones who need care, and especially last year. We must stand back and look at what last year and this whole pandemic must have done to family carers, and the worries and the fear and that incredible weight that was put on their shoulders to look after, and the worry, the fear of bringing COVID into a home. It must have been absolutely incredible. And I know some small bit of it for caring for a family member at home, not anyway to the full extent of a carer, but it is so worrying. And going to what my other colleagues, Senator Riley and Senator Clifford Lee, was saying, we very much welcome the recommendation to Citizens' Assembly and to delete and change the text of Article 41.2, and that language, with language that's not gender specific, that obliges the state to take reasonable measures to support care within the home and the wider community. And this is part of the change that is needed to proper value care in our country. And as we all also say, that the majority of carers are female, and it is an example of how the value of female caring work has often been taken for granted and very much unappreciated. Last year, as said, everything is stopped, and the normal day centres and normal activities that an individual would be so used to just stopped overnight, and they're still not back to normal. And I think, Minister, if there was one extra ask that I would ask, that these vital community daycare centres for our older people and our younger people that are brought back as a matter of urgency. We have enough that people are vaccinated. That vaccine bonus must be brought to our daycare centres to allow our citizens to live properly again. Fianna Fáil have always been committed to looking after carers, and our previous terms of office we have significantly improved supports for carers, and this government, I hope, will be no different. We are also, Fianna Fáil and this government are committed to the review of the National Carer Strategy, and I personally support the call to include a review for the thresholds for receipt of carers allowance. When you're a carer, it is a 24/7 responsibility, and I absolutely feel that the thresholds should be decreased, and indeed a baseline payment for all carers should be considered. I know that often family carers do not get the support themselves, and by not giving them the necessary support, we're often putting carers' health in jeopardy. We need to look after our carers, and it goes without saying that I fully support the Programme for Government's commitment to extend free GP care to carers in receipt of the Carers Support Grant. The commitment cannot come quick enough for carers. There are also many other supports that can be provided for the increased opportunities for education and training will help them care better for themselves and care better for their loved one. And we can do this by delving deeper to asking the carers what they need in their homes, what specific would make their lives better to look after their loved one and look after them. I absolutely support the Carers Support Grant that was increased in the budget in Budget 21 from 1,700 to 1,850, and it's estimated that more than 100,000 carers will benefit from this, and it is the first increase in this grant since 2016. Family members often give up their careers to help loved ones. This sacrifice inhibits people from building up a pension, and this has been spoken about here today as well. Most carers are female as well, and this forces women into that pension poverty trap. And I welcome the government that have pledged to develop the pension solution for family carers. It recognises this work, and we must facilitate lifelong carers to have financial security in their future. Just because people commit to being a carer does not mean that they should be excluded from building a pension. And I ask government to make good on that pledge. I also want to support the calls for the Assisted Decision-Making Capacity Act. We must accelerate the implementation of the commenced sections. We must facilitate our citizens to make their own decisions. And just because they might need extra assistance to do this, We shouldn't allow a disability or an accident or a medical procedure or chronic illness prohibit them from making those decisions. It is so important, as I said, to make their own decisions and respecting their individual rights. And I would appreciate that this would be acted on with a matter of urgency. Finally, again, I want to commend this motion. I absolutely support it. We must recognise the value of carers and the care work that individuals all over the country undertake every day and every night. They love what they do, but that love should not be taken advantage of by the state. Thank you. And thank you.
Thank you.